Right, I'm back. So since then, I've had another practice run where I decided to take a look and, well, I found an English guide on how to win the Cold War. I actually managed to get to endgame with that one, so... I mean, I of course modified it to match my preferences, but still. And in the process of doing so, I noticed something that might have been fixed, because last time I played was in the same version as the practice run was in the same version as the previous video run, which was 1.0.5.1? This is 1.0.6.5, so there may have been a patch to this bug, I don't know. But I'm going to outright say what one of the biggest consequences, well, one of the biggest factors in the guide was. Although, unintentionally, I might add. Since this wasn't an expected result. But the environmental support slider is broken. Or at least may have been broken. This may be fixed by now. I would actually have to check, because I didn't look beforehand. But it may actually worsen ecology in order to invest more money into it. I'm going to check that. And I do mean check. I want to make certain that it's actually the case. Go for the usual. Mix of text. Start off with. I could turn that off in order to have a bit more to work with. Okay, let's get started. Right, I'm going to need to take a look at the statistics slider because this bug is almost certainly going to be fixed at some point. It's at 65. Right, I have to clear. I prefer this one for the Euro missile crisis. I can't do the trade deal because with Libya because I don't have enough political points. Not with Yemen. Trade. There we go. Get a bit more income from trade. Okay. If it turns out that this is actually the case, then that it's still broken, then I will continue to use it because why not? At this time, oh yeah, one of the nice things about the recent updates is that I can see the cumulative effect of politic traits now, so I can see when changing leaderships who has what effects. So if you look at Gorbachev's loyalty of all politicians with the trait and trigger -3. Yeah, there's a lot of negatives. Dolgik is easier to keep up with. Sure, he affects industry power, but I can handle that. Okay. Drought, they did actually fix it. Okay. It's both good and bad, because that somewhat breaks the... that breaks the strategy somewhat. But at least it means that the game is functioning more correctly. Okay. Salaries to civil servants, they've put it down dramatically. That's the starting point anyway. Okay, let's remove the envelopes for the intelligence and the import of hard objects. The intelligentsia are largely unimportant, especially considering I tend to pick a path that they like. Envelopes, I don't actually need that right now. Sure, fine. This lowers corruption dramatically, so it's going to be easy for me to keep up, so long as I can ensure that things don't fall apart. Okay. Dump money into civil tech. Nuclear tech. Maybe not as that much money. Okay. There. Well. Hopefully this won't cause problems. I can't arrange doctrines right now, but I can do this. Sure, bring him in. Yeah, the entire point of the strategy is to collapse the USA as quickly as possible. Because winning the Cold War is paradoxically easier than anything else. Have I? Yeah, I should sign an advisor. Promote radical reformers. Sure, accept the acceleration program. No point. Gotta save the points in order to continue this trade. Agreements. I'll get my income up. Okay, income has improved. Good. That means I can reinvest the points. The cash, I mean. Into more and more tech. This one is just the best option. More money's always good. Okay. I'm fairly convinced there won't be an event by the end of the month, so... Team is arranging trade agreements. Join sanctions. That's 100. I'll wait a while. Looks like nothing's happening this month. Okay. So I want to ensure that I have the points available. Carte blanche, go ahead. As I said, I generally have an easy time keeping things under control. Bit of money into state mechanism to keep corruption down. There. This is specifically to get the reformers happy. Support separatists too. Okay, proton collider research is done. Exceptionally quickly too. There. Star Wars. Protests at the diplomatic level? Start using political points for more technologies. Okay. How's the college doing? Poorly. But so long as I don't do too much damage, it'll be fine. Use services once. Okay. That means I can lower spending on soldier supplies and redirect the money to more useful things. Services have already maxed out power. That was fast. I wasn't expecting it to be that quick. Genuinely, that was fast. See, sure, he would empower the reformers. But the negatives of bringing Reiskov in. I think I might bring in the conservative guy. I can drop him later for someone that's better, but he just has way too many positives to ignore. Sure, the military leadership doesn't like him, but I can handle military leadership. I'm gonna wait a little longer. There might be an event that comes up this month. I'm gonna say no. Come on in. Continue to fund my expansion of technologies. I probably should keep a reasonable balance. Heavy industry is maxed out. Oh, so I can actually lower the amount of funding in heavy industry. Funnel it back into the military-industrial complex specifically. And then lower spending on military equipment. And rebalance some of that to generals in order to get more political points. I don't need combat ability that much. Suddenly I have more to work with again. Let's put some into digital tech and a bit to special forces. There we go. Try for the cancellation of SDI. Thank you. Tends to make things easier. Less tense at home. Sure. I can't appoint anyone to the... because I am still settling into the position. Hi, Yakovlev. I haven't actually seen what he does, but... there we go, that helps oil prices. There, nuclear plants modernized. Not using 4 civil points. Keep the planet peaceful. And yes, reformers are the majority, so let's bring in the informal socialists. Heavy industry is still maxed out, as is light industry? That I wasn't expecting. Not interested in increasing the amount of effort put into the infrastructure because that is pricey. It always is. So, accelerate the preparation of an economic reform. It's a lot easier if I can get it done early. The integrated food supply program's done. It's important that I do this soon enough. I can't do that right now. Support Iraq lets me finagle things a bit, eventually. Secretly supply. Employ war specialists. I'll finagle the factions as soon as I can manage. See that instant. There we go. I believe it also means that the... yes, it's full. Okay. I didn't bother reading who ended up in the seat, but it does mean I can now actually do the program. There it is. There it is, adopt a new food program. Can also implement an agricultural automation program. So I can put less funding into light industry for sure, as well as heavy industry. I shouldn't go below 100 either way. More than that. Maybe not that much. Postpone, actually. Modern computer architectures, though. This is a cheap decision that gives me benefits for a small amount of money, so sure. That's what I expected, but at least I don't get all that many negatives. The increase in corruption is annoying, but I can make up for it by bringing down the sword of justice. Let's try to keep the gains by further increasing state mechanism. Funding. Anyway, when is that reform going to come in? Defend Libya in exchange for increased oil prices. Can't do the ultra reformer set. Ah, that's new. Loyal to moderate. It's gonna be a bit more difficult to keep things under control though. Allow it. I can't do anything about it. It doesn't really matter. Not back to the loyal. Oh. Okay. Move towards Titoism. I'm going to need to make adjustments. First off, now it's time for me to finally push through that agricultural, the new food program. And also development of dual-use crops. Intensification of agriculture will allow me to do some good things. The sheer amount of agricultural power gained means I can severely reduce the amount of investment into agriculture. There being negative effects. And also reduce the imports of agricultural products. I just need to increase environmental support in order to compensate. It also means I can funnel more money into the special services in order to ensure they stay loyal, and to deal with the fact that I am burning a lot of their power. Like, a lot. I can put more money into digital technologies again. Sure. No. Is that everyone? Thank you. Okay. Let's finally adopt a new food program. Mixed model. Plus the reduction of investments into agriculture means that I can dump a lot more money into other things. I will need to maneuver around doctrines too. Right. 3 price categories, friendly protectionism. That's taxes. Okay, this combination should make it so that, yeah, empty shelves and regions is now a lot easier to deal with. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go through most of the month. Okay, no events. Good. Because I'd rather ensure that I have political power, but I also want to use it as soon as I get it. It's a fun balance that I work through. Okay, reorient enterprises. Oh, and I must also say this. The availability alert is fun that they added. Being notified when I can click a button is way more efficient than increasing investment in infrastructure to 250, because that always causes its own set of problems. I'm not getting rid of Boris yet. Oh. Wait, I can click on these? I can click on this. How have I not known this? Is this new? No, Boris Yeltsin stays. Support the creation of the club. And lobby interests. It is gonna make things difficult for a while, but I can deal with it. Postmodernism is here. That's gonna be fun. Probably should finally pick that unified main operating system. The two major choices, well, the two good choices, because these are for the cheapos, is the CSI DOS or the MIS. CSI DOS, It does give a bunch of good benefits, but those are benefits that I usually end up going for anyway with my choices. So it's probably better to hedge my bets on the stuff that's weaker. I won't get as much research, but strength of civil service, special services, as well as power for the two industries that I usually have trouble filling. Yeah. Plus, it's nice to reduce corruption. This probably won't, yeah. You know what, let's turn off the lobbying. Because I'm going to need the political points for something else. It's another doctrine I want to do. Do not provoke if they were spies. There were no agents present. Okay. Might lead to detente, which is fairly important. Anyway. I'll try. It would be easier if I was able to go for that, but I need to wait for there to be. USA combat, yeah, they fixed this one too. USA combat readiness now becomes 3. Okay. So it's not that easy to break the US anymore. Still no. This probably won't work. Yeah, I figured. Increase support. Keep deployment peaceful. Okay, and let's see here. Am I able to use the doctrines? I'll change around the doctrine for alliance management now? No. Why not? Okay. Interesting. It's almost all loyalists over on this side, so... If I can get the reformists to like me more, but that's not going to be easy, I can probably make it work. Because I want to be able to explode my income that way. Help them refinance it. Reduce the length of conscription. Okay. Can't eliminate the special archive. Sad. Can I change the doctrine now? No. Because centralizing the alliance dramatically increases trade income. Well, not trade income, but income from economic alliance. Which I, for a variety of reasons, don't like. Oh, why PC's availability is here. Computerization of schools. Buy license from... Buy Yugoslav license. Why not? They'll appreciate the funding. Okay, network-centric operations is active. Continue reducing supplies for soldiers and start funneling that money into military tech. No. Military equipment. And go. True. I do know who I can put into proper seat. Keep things under control. Education. Accessibility of education is lower than I expected it would be. Because they nerfed that. Ignore it. Gorbachev was finally in favor, but corruption level is not changing. Agricultural power is already maxed out. But it's a bad idea to lower agriculture even further. Accessibility of essential goods has basically hit the cap, so I can stop importing agricultural products. The luxury could be higher, but industry power needs to increase. Shift back to here. This money into state mechanism to ensure things don't get too out of control. It's corruption. Update stations, stop jamming. Doubt that's enough to... No. Yeah, money's coming back. Excellent. Give it some time to refill the coffers. Tired of the guy? Yes! I'll take it. It's gonna have negative effects for a little while. I just need to wait for the coffers to fill up a bit more. Yep. Now it's of the utmost importance to get people to come into Comic-Con. This also lowers the US's economic stability. Yeah, it's a lot more difficult to collapse the US now, I've noticed. Renovate the housing stock. Lower the modifier to 35. I think I should be safe to lobby interests again for a while. Yeah, I don't like the guy. Boris Yeltsin does not want to be easy. And I'm fine with that because look at those negatives. I mean, USA economic stability minus 0.2 is actually good, but... Right. I need an actual Minister of Foreign Affairs now. Probably best to avoid an actual Euro-Atlanticist, that's for sure. Let's check to see if anyone among the... if you aren't a bad idea. Compromise is good, peaceful is fairly good, openness advocate, I don't like that vector of liberalization, but I think I can work with it. Oh, what now? Yeah, sure. I don't like the guy either. Oh yeah, I need to work on refinancing, that's right. I forgot to do the refinancing rate stuff. Okay, 11%'s good. That should dramatically improve. That's why my statistics were worsening. Services are probably going to remain weak for a while, though. Can't interfere. The special services are strong enough now so I can do what I've been wanting to do for a while. Support the secularist internationalists. After all, since Iran has no one backing them, they're gonna lose pretty quick. Ensuring that the preferred position sticks around. Yeltsin is right. Reforms must accelerate. Oh, I don't have political power anymore. Fine, I'll stop lobbying for a while. Oh yeah, that light industry power increase. Black Monday. The US's economic stability is probably going to start going down. I didn't expect it to be that slow, though. Alright, I can lower the amount of debt I have with the US. Not by that much, though. No! Drat! Let's hope and go to Soviet democracy. Yeah, sure, why not? It's not really a big deal. And Hamas is left. I can always change the type of government later. This is going to be impossible considering not that many people are actually in favor of it. Oh, I can invite to Comic-Con. realize. Notifying me. Remove him. Drop some money. Get it back soon enough. A decent chance I can actually get and sphere of influence. Okay. What do I need? Director of Intelligence. You are an awful idea to give the position to, and you don't have enough power as it is anyway. What's the requirement? At least 41. Trigger has way too many negatives. How about... Alright. Just leave it as a church event. Ooh, okay. Things are starting to become problematic with the subject republics. That's not good. Okay, okay. Drat. Drat. Stop importing luxuries. Let's hope the envelopes don't crash my economy. I might have funneled a bit too much funding into special services, so... Protecting. Oh yeah, I definitely need this. Intensification of this. Agriculture power is already maxed out, so this would just improve accessibility of essential goods and luxury goods. Third? Yeah. Well, at least I know what the diminishing returns impulse of this is. Okay. That's less than a tenth. So that means that the new modifier is actually going to increase accessibility of essential goods all of the way up to max. Good. Okay. Hopefully the social improvements will be enough to make up for... Not worth it. Persuasion went from loyal to moderate. First outcome, yes. They've joined Comic-Con, so I can get a lot more money from trade. Support the Ethiopian government. Support the opposition. Okay, who's my Minister of Defense? And there's someone working to try to get rid of him. It's a lot easier to do so if it's from a conspiracy. Is that the bottom of this? No. There. Social patriot. Sergei Sokolov. Okay, I have to pick someone that's at least not going to anger the military leadership too much. And is also reasonably loyal. Yeah, you'll be fine. Sell weapons. Okay. Offer mediation. Okay. God. Things are slowly improving. So when it comes to loyalty of the subject republics. Okay, so we need a new Council of Ministers. Chairman of Council of Ministers. Now, how bad would this be? Minister's loyalty minus 0.99. Ooh. No, you're Atlanticist. Okay. It probably won't be too bad. No, I just got rid of that from you. And dissident is a terrible, terrible idea. Oh. Yeah, that consensus unity reduction. I mean, civil activity is fine and strength of the radical opposition. Yeah. I don't care about strength of the radical opposition. It's the other stuff that I'm worried about. $16. Oh, so it has. They have to be in the top 15. Oh. Really the same, just marketeer. Nationalist is probably not the smartest idea to put in here. Yeah, for obvious reasons. I don't like you. Peaceful is, yeah. Fine. You'll get the position. Congratulations. Okay, split socialists. Completely repeal the article. forgot to do space stuff. That's pretty important too. Sure, go ahead. The informal socialists are certainly becoming more powerful, and I am all for it. Even. Sure. Support democratic forces. There we go. I just need enough money to stay somewhat halfway afloat. Great, now the medical system's gonna have issues. It's an HIV epidemic. This is probably the best option. Ah, the Democrats won this time. Huh, okay. Boom took a place without any issues. I can handle it on their own. That's the first outcome. Pretty much what I expected. Domestic internet is done. It's pricey. Come back to this later. This is probably for the best. Permit alternative service. This should improve my income. Giving me more economic wiggle room. Especially considering I apparently have to do taunt every once in a while. Okay, let's see. I'll do a bit more and then call it for the session. What was I planning on doing? Oh yes, I wanted to check if Somalia's... Oh, they're handling it. Okay, I can stop supporting the socialists faction. Deploy war specialists. So that it's not guaranteed that the rebels win. And I'll handle the space tech too. Oh, no, right, that's ludicrously expensive. Okay. Okay. Okay, relations are doing or with internal stuff is A-okay for now. I definitely need to invest more into something that will improve livelihoods, but I'm not sure what exactly. Education is highly accessible. Maybe improve healthcare level? Services could use some more investment. And that would improve luxury goods. Improve things, but it will also increase inflation. I don't know what the negative effects of inflation are. Okay. Right. I think I'll call this one for now. We'll be seeing each other again soon, though. It won't be long for me anyway. So, see you again next time. Till then.